Good morning, everybody. Yesterday we looked at Jesus' call of Peter, Andrew, James, and John to follow him and their response. And the narrative continues in verse 21 with a specific occasion of Jesus' teaching. On a Sabbath day, the seventh day of the week, Jesus went into a synagogue, a Jewish meeting place for worship, and taught. Mark describes his teaching as with authority and not as the scribes. That is, Jesus spoke as if he had the right to command and expect to be obeyed. And he didn't feel the need to bolster his arguments with evidence from other sources. In short, he spoke like a king would speak. But in the middle of his teaching, a man who was demon-possessed stood up and challenged Jesus. Jesus simply cast out the demon. And the people looking said, "What is this, a new teaching? And with authority? He speaks and even the demons obey him." And they drew the right conclusion. If Jesus could command the demons, then his teaching must have some weight behind it. You see, Jesus illustrated his authority to teach by his power over the supernatural and over Satan's forces. But that wasn't the only way he exhibited his authority. Later that day, when Peter's mother-in-law was sick with a fever, Jesus healed her completely. And at the end of the day, when people had heard about Jesus' amazing ability and brought their sick and their demon-possessed to them, Jesus healed them and cast out the demons. Early the next morning, Jesus went to a desolate place while it was still dark and prayed to God. Jesus prioritized communication with his Father. And when the disciples came and said that the people back in the town were looking for him, Jesus said, "Then let's go somewhere else." You see, Jesus didn't come to be lauded by the crowds or to be popular or even to heal as many people as possible. He came to preach the gospel. And that's exactly what he did. Mark describes it as Jesus going throughout Galilee, preaching and casting out demons in order to certify his authority behind his teaching.